Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing a very hyped foundation here on YouTube. I've got my hands on the Ordinary Coverage Foundation. Now, you get 30 millilitres worth of product and it retails for £5.90. I also got the high adherence silicone primer, which retails for £3.90 I believe. I'll tell you a little bit more about this foundation. It actually comes in a wide array of shades. I'm just like looking at my laptop down here, that's why I'm like looking away from you guys. It comes in kind of 3 different kind of categories. You've got 1, which is like your very fair, 2, which is your medium, 3, which is your deep. Different numbers, so it's got like 1.0 is very fair, 1.1 is fair, and so on and so forth. Also it also breaks it down as well by the undertones, so pink, yellow, neutral, whatever you want. And then it also has something else in it which is silver or gold undertones, or kind of not really undertones but highlights. So I got myself 1.0 NS. This is very fair, neutral with silver highlights. Now, I haven't even looked at this yet. I'm not sure if it's going to be the right shade for me. Oh, the bottle's quite nice actually. It's just a plastic bottle with like the matte black, almost like NARS packaging top. Doesn't have a lid or anything, but oh yeah, it's like a lockable cap. That's really good. Ooh, it sounds quite watery. Thick, it's not really running down my hand or anything. Blend this out for you guys. Wow. There's the foundation there. It's quite a high coverage. It doesn't really look matte or anything. Now let's have a look at this primer. Just like a silver squeezy tube, which seems really good as well. The foundation doesn't have a scent or anything like that. Oh, I don't know if this probably has like a seal. Yeah, it's got a seal on it. Oh, okay. So this is like a milky colour. I was expecting it to be clear for some reason, I'm not sure why. Oh wow, yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really, really tacky. It's definitely your usual kind of silicone-y type primer. Though it doesn't really feel like smooth as such, like the Benefit Professional or something like that, but it definitely is tacky and it seems to go a hell of a long way. It's literally just covered that whole side of my hand. Reference, I have Combo Oily Skin. It is boiling outside today. I have washed and moisturised my face, so let's get started with the primer. I'm not actually sure how much of this I'm going to need. Apparently this is supposed to blur, surface smooth, make everything stick. I mean, when I'm feeling lovely, definitely feels smoothing and quite tacky. So hopefully the foundation will go on quite nice on top of it. And I'm gonna use that on one side of my face and my Real Techniques brush on the other. So I'm just gonna pop a pump of this on the back of my hand. It's actually running a little bit more now that I have a bit more of it on. And I'm just gonna dot this one pump on my face. Now I haven't actually used a brush like this before, so I might end up just using a sponge all over. Huh. So far it's going on really nice. I will be doing a check-in at the end of the day as well to show you how this foundation has worn throughout the day. The colour match is quite good. The coverage is nice. It's not completely covering all my redness. And I do wonder if this is buildable, but so far it's sitting lovely on the skin. It doesn't look heavy, doesn't look cakey. So there's one side of my face done. So as you can see, it covers quite nice. It doesn't look cakey, doesn't look heavy. The exact same amount on the other side of my face. And use a sponge to blend that in. I do have quite a bit to cover up at the minute. I have quite a lot of hormonal breakouts. If you can hear any moving about in the background, by the way, that's my cat. He's decided he wants to be in here with me today. I think it's too warm for him outside. He normally likes just lounging around in the garden, but so looking a little bit closer, it definitely looks a bit more natural on the sponge side, but doesn't have as much coverage as you would expect. I do just want to see if I can build it up, just to give me a little bit more coverage. It's definitely buildable, as you can see, and it doesn't look cakey, which is really, really nice. So I'm just going to put another layer on this side of my face. I'm struggling to kind of see where the silver highlights are. There are gold highlights in some of the darker shades. It's covered up my redness pretty well. You can still see some of my freckles through it, but it looks like skin. It doesn't look like you have a mask of foundation on. I'm gonna pop my concealer on and my powder. I popped concealer, powder, everything on my face. Everything went on top absolutely beautifully. I feel like my skin looks really, really good. I've had it on for about an hour now, and I have actually noticed that it started to crease in my forehead already, which foundations don't normally do. I'm not sure if that's the primer, the foundation. I mean, I'm going to try them separately anyway on separate days with a foundation that I know how it performs on me with the primer, and just using the foundation either without a primer or with a primer that I know works with my skin. So this is the rest of my makeup. If you want to see how I got this look as well, I'm doing a full face of first impression, so I'll pop that in the card as well. I will check in with you guys in a couple of hours and see how the foundation is holding up. Hey guys, so the time 6:30. I've had this foundation on for 5 hours, and I wanted to do a check-in for you guys. So personally, I think it looks amazing. The creasing that I had in my forehead has completely gone. I feel like as it's warmed up to my skin, it's kind of smoothed itself out a little bit. It's looking a little bit dewy on my forehead, but I feel like it just more looks like skin. I feel like I wouldn't really want to touch up at this point. It's creased a little bit around my nose, But other than that, it hasn't creased at all. It has oxidized. I feel like in this lighting, it doesn't look like it has, but it's definitely gone a few shades down. I can still get away with it, but I feel like if you're lighter than me, you wouldn't be able to get away with it. So far, I'm pretty impressed. There were a lot of foundations that if I was to wear it at the 5-hour mark, they would have completely broken down on me. So definitely impressed. I am going to grab some blotting papers and just see just how much oil is on my skin. So I'm just going to take one of the NYX green tea blotting papers. So that's how much oil has come off my face after 5 hours. And it looks perfect again. My skin still looks absolutely beautiful. The foundation has not rubbed off my nose, which all foundations do. So I'm really, really impressed with that. I'm not sure if that's the foundation or the primer. Everything is still on. Blush, highlight, bronzer. So far, I cannot fault this foundation whatsoever. I will check in again at the end of the night. So I will see you guys then. Hey guys, so it's the end of the night now. I've had this foundation on my face. It is now 20 past 11. So I've had this foundation on my face for 10 hours now. Let's have a look how it's holding up. Now I'm definitely oily. My forehead has held up quite well from when I blotted it earlier, but my nose is really quite oily now. Despite not touching it up or anything, it hasn't rubbed off. It's creased a little bit more around my nose, but that's nothing major. It hasn't creased into my forehead lines. Everything has stayed on. Blush, bronzer, highlight has all stayed on. It looks really good. I wouldn't, even though I kind of feel like I look quite oily, it's for 10 hours I think it looks amazing. It's not something that I'd be like, oh my gosh, I need to touch it up. Like, yeah, maybe I'd blot, but I'm really, really happy with this. For the price that I paid, for £5.90, this foundation's really good. I don't know if it's the combination of the foundation and the primer. I'm definitely going to try out the primer with a different foundation and the foundation with a different primer. And when I do that, I'll leave it in the description box below what I found them to be like with others. But together, these are amazing. I really, really like that. If you want me to do a kind of like a separate video on how I found this primer with another foundation, or how I found this foundation with another primer, just let me know, I'll do that. I have loads of new products to try out for you guys, so don't be worrying. And my exams have finally finished now, so I'm going to be able to upload a lot more frequently. If there's anything that you would like me to test, just let me know in the comments down below. And that's it for today. I am going to go and wash my face and get into bed and chill. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I would love you to be part of my family here on YouTube. And I will see you guys later.